Hey guys, how are you all doing? Just wanted to check in again. It's been a long day, but a good day. No complaints. Um, Today I just wanted to talk about days where just the gratitude of being a nurse, how thankful I am to be a nurse and have the opportunity to meet people not just at a point of need, but have the ability to change their life. And honestly, it isn't just always necessarily with the medication we give, but it's oftentimes with our critical thinking, what we've been trained to do, what we know how to do. And there's a particular instance where I think about what could have been, but with the right people on, paying attention, just how different the outcome of this situation could have been. I remember once taking care of a patient in the ED, overseeing, happened to be charged, and there was a young lady who came in, teenager, under the age of 18. Matter of fact, I think she was under the age of 16. And she came in, having been to her uncle's home and didn't have her medication, her asthma medicine, and was brought to the hospital um, to receive care for an acute asthma attack. Once she got to the hospital, she came just accompanied by EMS. So even though she said she was at her uncle's house, her uncle did not show up with her at the hospital. We waited a bit, an hour or so goes by, a man and a woman shows up at the hospital. The man claims to be her uncle. The woman claims to be her foster mother. And they wanted to discharge her and have her leave in their care. Rightfully so. The clerk looks up and says, okay, if she's going to go with you guys, I need to have your ID. We need to have on file who you are before she can be discharged. At this point, both adults become upset. They're irate. They can't understand why they have to show ID to have this young lady leave with them. And we're like, make it make sense. Why would we discharge her to your care and we don't know who you are? They hem and they haw. Finally, they give up their driver's license and their IDs. The clerk scans it into the patient's chart. We now have record of who these folks are. The uncle says, well, I'm going to leave to go grab something. I'll be back soon. The uncle never comes back. The foster mother says, oh, I want to make sure that I get something for her to be able to eat. I got to take care of a couple of things. I'm just going to step out and I'll be right back. She leaves. We don't see the mother again. The foster mother, that is. So now we start to talk to the young lady. Now the young lady is nervous because these two adults aren't here. Her supposed uncle and supposed foster mother. While talking to her, she's like, I don't know why I still have to be here. I'm really ready to leave. Can't I go right now? We're like, no, you can't go. You're underage. You need to be released or discharged in the care of an adult. And there are no adults here now. This foster mother of yours, we don't know where she is. The girl proceeds to say, well, I was here last month and I left with my boyfriend at the time. He's 19. Can't I call him and have him come and pick me up? And we're like, no, absolutely not. he is of no relation to you, and he's 19 years old. And I'm like, that's your boyfriend? She said, yeah, he's my boyfriend. Part of me wanted to say, yeah, I want him to come. I need to see who this 19-year-old is who's messing around with a girl who's under 16. But I digress. She goes, oh, okay. All right, fine, fine, fine. I'll see if I can get in touch with my foster mother again. All of a sudden now I'm noticing little one is getting squirrely. Now she's got the wanderlust. Now you look around, she's just moving around the ED. Every time you turn around, she's moving around the pediatric ED. She's here, she's there. I was like, sweetheart, is everything okay? She goes, no, I'm good. I'm like, you sure? Everything is all right? She said, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, you just going for a walk? Yeah, just walking around. I said, oh, okay. As soon as I walked away from her, I went over to the doc, the attending who was on. I was like, Doc, I need you to put in orders for a 1-to-1. I need someone to be visually monitoring our friend over here because she looks like she's about to run. In my head, I'm like, she's not gonna stay here. We've already told her she can't leave with her boyfriend. The supposed uncle and foster mother are nowhere to be found. She's realizing we're not going to just let her go. She's going to conveniently try to get lost. We're going to look up and we're not going to be able to find her anywhere. The doctor looked at me. He realized what was up. He went ahead and put in orders. I went right over to an assistant, a medical assistant, was like, hey, I need you to sit and stay with her. She's now on 1-to-1. Doctor's putting in orders in. We can't leave her by herself. When I took a look at the situation itself, I'm just so thankful because even one of the other nurses who was in charge was like, something just doesn't seem right. And they wanted to reach out to me, like, what do you think we should do? I was like, no. Now we have to reach out to the authorities. Now we have to see what's going on. Come to find out, 4 hours later, the supposed foster mom comes back. And when the foster mom comes in, a staff member who hadn't been there before looks at the girl, and the girl is saying, see, my foster mother came back. One of the staff members remembers this young lady having come in several times before. And the staff member's like, that's not your mom. Now, for everyone, flags that had already gone up in our antenna that had already been up, we were like, oh, yeah, okay, so something's really going on here. Ultimately, she ended up being released to the custody of the police department, who then followed up to make sure that they were able to contact her real mother to see what was going on with her and be able to release her to her real mother's custody. It just amazes me, and I'm so grateful that everyone who was at work at that time, who was a part of her care, was alert and was on point. Starting with the clerk. Even, I mean, we were all going over having little side conversations, quiet conversations, but we all understood what was going on here and what the possibility looked like for this young lady. Is she here against her will? Is she being forced to do things that she shouldn't be doing? Just thinking about what that was for her and her reluctance to speak and her trying to get out of there, we knew something was up. I'm just so grateful that we had an opportunity to possibly avert a real issue that night. I'm not sure how it is in terms of being able to say certain things here on YouTube, so I'm being really mindful of how I phrase that. But you all get the gist of what I'm saying. It just pays to have your eyes open and your ears hearing. It's amazing what you hear even in passing. But I am certain that we stopped something that night. And I want you to remember, always remember that what you do is so important. Everything you do is significant. Every task, all of it, everything we were trained to do as nurses in nursing school comes in handy now because you never know the life you are saving. We have to be on point. It's just what we do. And I left that shift feeling good, knowing that we possibly averted something that could have been really horrible for this young lady. What happens once she leaves our care and once she's back with her natural mother and what that looks like for her, who knows? But I know that in that time and in that space, we did what we were supposed to do and we kept that young lady safe. So I encourage you, no matter how minute it is, what you're doing, no matter like, oh, we've got to do this again. You never know who's depending on you to be on. You never know who's depending on you to advocate for them. And this advocacy, what we did that night, it was just done in unison. We understood the assignment and we got it done. So I invite you to always be there for your patients. Whatever that needs to look like, always be turned on. Because honestly, nursing is a superpower and we are amazing. We're amazing at what we do. We're amazing at the reach we have. We're amazing when it comes to our sphere of influence and the influence we have over others, over some people we've never met before and we may never see again. So don't take that lightly. What you do matters. You matter. So thank you. I look forward to hearing from you guys and let's talk about some things and see what it is we do and what we can do for each other to continue to be great nurses. All right, until next time, guys.